What were the privatization processes in post-Soviet Russia? Imagine waking up in a country where everything that was once owned by the state suddenly becomes private property. That's exactly what happened in Russia after the Soviet Union collapsed. The government needed to transform its economy from a command system to a market one, and privatization was the key. It all started in the early 1990s under President Boris Yeltsin. The first big step was the voucher privatization system in 1992. Every Russian citizen received a voucher, which was like a coupon, representing a share in a former state-owned company. The idea was to give everyone a chance to own a piece of the economy and prevent a small elite from controlling everything. But in practice, these vouchers were often sold cheaply or manipulated by insiders. Factory managers, officials, and new businessmen bought up large amounts of vouchers, gaining control over many industries. Between 1993 and 1995, the government moved to what was called loans for shares auctions. These auctions involved pawning off big, strategic companies to private investors in exchange for loans to the government. The goal was to raise money quickly, but it meant that many valuable assets were sold at prices for below their real worth. Wealthy individuals with political connections, later called oligarchs, bought controlling stakes in key sectors like oil, gas, and metals. This process was quick and often chaotic, causing a lot of economic hardship for ordinary Russians. Prices soared, inflation hit hyper levels, and many factories shut down or were stripped of assets. Unemployment rose sharply, and social conditions worsened for most people. From a communist point of view, these privatization steps looked like a violent break from the collective ownership that defined Soviet society. The rapid transfer of assets into the hands of a few created huge inequality. Wealth and power became concentrated in the hands of a small elite, undermining the social goals of equality and shared ownership. The rise of oligarchs who controlled vast resources and influenced politics showed a shift from a planned economy to a capitalist system that many saw as exploitative and unjust. In practical terms, privatization led to the collapse of the planned economy and the loss of state control over major industries. It created a new class of wealthy individuals who gained disproportionate influence. Many Russians faced unemployment, poverty, and social instability. It also weakened democratic institutions because economic power translated into political influence. Overall, the privatization process in post-Soviet Russia was fast, often chaotic, and heavily influenced by political connections. It turned public property into private wealth, but not without significant social costs. From a socialist perspective, it was seen as a reversal of the ideals of collective ownership and social equality, replacing them with a system of concentrated wealth and power.